YouTubers, I'm Fiona and welcome back if you've practiced with me before. Today's class is a 50-minute Vinyasa flow class, part 3 of the full body series of classes, where we focus on building strength and better mobility in your body. And today's class is a slow, mindful flow, and for practice you may wish to have a block for support and a blanket for comfort. I really hope you enjoy. Thank you for joining me. Namaste. And begin your practice in a comfortable seat at the back of your mat. Position your hands in a soft, restful place, sitting tall, and relax your eyes closed. Take the next couple of minutes to sit quietly still and collect your attention. Take 3 or 4 natural breaths, whatever feels spontaneous for you. And that invitation might prompt a sigh out of your mouth or a more exaggerated inhale, perhaps a belly breathe or some sound. I read a lovely quote this week. It was, feed your body with breath, your mind with equanimity, and your heart with intention. As you start your practice, perhaps begin here with an intention of connecting intimately with your own experience as you practice. Breathe a breath that supports you and give yourself permission to adapt. Make it your own if you feel inclined. No right or wrong. Just simply a practice to discover, nurture, and connect to yourself. And start now to tidy the rhythm and flow of your breath, cultivating an equal part inhale, equal part exhale. Tune into the natural rhythm of expansion fueled by your inhale, a softening and releasing supported by your exhale. Take 3 more cycles of breath. And as you breathe out, lower your chin toward your chest. Gently blink the eyes open. Unravel your legs, bend the knees, and take your feet wide to the side edges of your mat. Hands behind you for support. And sitting upright, rock the knees over to your left. And then just flex and point your toes a few times. And then sway your knees up and over to your right. Stretch and flex your feet. And rock the knees back to center. Take your hands forward, little bend in the elbows, and rock your knees side to side, hands free. And invite yourself to walk your buttocks up your mat as you go. Just loosening and mobilizing your hips. And then arriving at the top of your mat, let the knees fall open into Uttakatasan. Take the soles of your feet together, hands to your ankles, and wave through a few rounds of cat and cow. Do just arching and rounding your spine with the wave of your breath, inviting your knees to butterfly up and down with the movement. And coming back to center, close the knees together, take them over to one side and make your way into a kneeling position at the top of your mat. If it's available to you, tuck your toes as you sit your buttocks to your heels. If you'd like more support, you can take a block under your seat to reduce the flexion in your knees And also you can take the feet flat if that feels best. So you're going to bend the elbows and wedge your elbows in toward your side waist. Open the palms so they face each other. On an inhale, open your forearms nice and wide. And on an exhale, come back to neutral. So keeping the elbows wedged, inhale, open, and just feel your upper back connect. Exhale, back to center. One more, inhale. And as you exhale, bring the palms together, interlace your fingers. Flip your palms and extend your arms forward around your spine. Chin can drop in toward your chest. And then on an inhale, reach your arms overhead. Same time, raise your buttocks. Untuck your toes. And on an exhale, we'll twist. Lower your seat to your heels. Twist to your left. Tee out your arms. Left arm back, right arm forward. Inhale, raise your arms, lift your buttocks, high kneeling. And on your exhale, lower your buttocks, twist to your right, right arm back, left arm forward. Inhale back to center, stand on your shins. And then exhale, make a fist with your hands. And then lower your buttocks to your heels, take your fists to the floor behind you. So you're going to lean back and explore lifting your buttocks away from your heels. So you're seeking sensation through the front of your thighs. If you haven't got much there, you can take the knees a little wider. And then on an exhale, lower back down. Twice more. Inhale, lift. Tailbone reaches forward, knuckles press. And exhale, release down. Inhale, lift. And on your exhale this time, lower down and flatten your palms to the floor behind you. This time lift the knees any amount in your comfortable range of motion. So you're just stretching into the tops of your feet. And then lower down. So you might like to lean out into your left hand here. We're going to step the right foot to the floor next to your left knee. Then walk your hands forward, so leaning into your right thigh with your torso. Try and keep the right heel grounded. And hopefully you feel a stretch there down through the back of your calf and your Achilles. Keeping your fingertips forward there, stand into your right foot. Raise the left leg out behind you into a standing L shape now. And you might like to use a block under your hands there for support. Go ahead, bend your right knee, level out through your hips and your sacrum. And then on an inhale, work towards straightening both legs. Exhale, bend into your right knee. And inhale, extend and lengthen. Once more, bend. Inhale, extend. And then walk the fingers back, travel lightly into a low lunge. Step the left foot back, left knee softly down to the floor. When you're ready, when you're steady, reach your arms overhead. Firm your left buttocks forward, ground into your right heel, steady your shape, and we'll flow. Take an inhale here. Exhale, open twist to your left, send the left arm back, right arm forward. When you arrive, try and steer the right knee straight ahead. On your inhale, come back to center. On your exhale, twist to your right, right arm back, left arm forward. And as you go, straighten your right leg and flex your toes and balance. Once more each side, re-lunge, come back to your low lunge, face forward. Exhale, twist to your left, right knee in a lunge. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist to your right and straighten the right leg as you go. Inhale, come back to center. And exhale, hands to the floor. Step the right foot back and come into a 3-point plank. So let the right foot hover there. Then place the right toes on the top of the left heel. Hold here for 3 breaths. So keep the front body strong. And you can modify anytime, knees down if your breath gets rushed. We're going to keep the feet in place here. Shift into a side plank on your left. Drop your feet to the left. Balance on your left hand. Right arm reaches up toward the ceiling. And to modify here, left knee to the floor for support. Here for 3 breaths. Left side hollow. Left side waist engaged. And release. Right hand to the floor, hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Take 3 cycles of breath. Smooth and steady. We're going to cycle through that one more round from the top, same pace. On your inhale, gaze up between your hands. End of your exhale, coming to kneel, top of the mat, hop or step your way there. Tucking your toes under if it's available, sitting upright, robot arms, palms spread. Inhale, open the palms wide. Exhale, come back to neutral. Inhale, open like you're resisting something. Exhale, back to center. Once more, inhale. Exhale, bring the palms together, interlace your fingers. Go ahead, flip your palms, extend your arms forward around the spine. Inhale, reach your arms overhead, raise your buttocks, untuck your toes. As you exhale, lower your seat and twist to your left. Tee out your arms, left arm back, right arm forward. On your inhale, raise your arms, lift your buttocks. Exhale, lower your buttocks and twist to your right. Right arm back, left arm forward. Inhale back to center, stand on your shins. Exhale, make fists with your hands. Lower your buttocks and take your fists to the floor behind you. Lean back and lift the buttocks away from the heels. Exhale, lower back down. Twice more, inhale, lift. Exhale, release down. Inhale, lift, opening through the front of your hips. Exhale, lower. Flatten your palms to the floor behind you. Next in-breath, lift the knees. And then lower back down. Might like to lean out to the right here. You're going to step the left foot up next to the right knee. And then walk your fingertips forward, leaning into your left thigh with your torso. Lengthening into the back of your left heel now. On your next breath out, stand into your left foot, raise the right leg out behind you, standing L shape. Place a block under your hands if you need to elevate a little there. Then go ahead, bend your left knee, level out across your hips. Inhale, straighten both legs. Exhale, bend into the left knee, get low. Inhale, extend and lengthen. Once more, bend. Inhale, extend. Gently walk the hands back, travel lightly into a low lunge. Right foot steps back, right knee to the floor. Reach your arms overhead and then just stabilize your shape. So try and stay lifted through the low back. Ground your left heel and we'll flow. Take an in-breath here. Exhale, open twist to your right. Right arm back, left arm forward. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist to your left. As you go, straighten your left leg, flex your toes. Once more, each side, come through center, breathe in. Exhale, twist to your right. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist to your left, straighten the left leg. Inhale, come back to center. And then hands to the floor. Step your left foot back for a 3-point plank, left foot hovering. Then place the left toes on the top of your right heel. 3 breaths here. And shifting into a side plank on your right now, drop your heels over to the right, balance on your right hand. Left arm reaches up. or the right knee to the floor for support if you'd like to modify. We're here for 3 breaths. Take your left hand to the floor, hips up and back. Return to your downward facing dog. Take rest. Pedal and stretch your legs and your feet. Taking in your whole field of experience and sensations now. Feel your palms into the mat, pushing the floor away from you. Attending to your breath, feeling its texture and rhythm just as it is. And scanning your shape for any gripping or holding. And just noticing if you can adjust, soften and balance your experience. So there's a nice spaciousness and a sense of calm. On your inhale, look forward between the thumbs. End of your exhale, travel lightly to the top of your mat. Space your feet hips width apart there. Take an easy forward fold. Hold on to opposite elbow tips. Deep bend in the knees. Just take a sway side to side. Walk your torso down your thighs. And let your head hang heavy. And release your arms. Hang in ragdoll and we'll twist from here. Take your right fingertips to the floor ahead of your right foot. Bend your right knee. Then sweep the left arm up toward the ceiling. Just hold here. Work towards straightening your left leg. Pause for a few breaths. Make a fist with the left hand and just roll your wrist out. And then look down, take the left arm down, transition into eagle arms. So thread the left arm under your right. Wrap the arms, press the palms, rise up to stand, raising the elbows. And as you feel yourself breathe out, round your spine and curl in through your upper body. Knees can bend a little. Inhale, lift your elbows. And exhale, round in. On your inhale this time, unravel the arms, sweep the arms overhead, stand tall. Exhale, dive forward over your legs, soft bend in the knees as you go. Left fingertips to the floor, ahead of your left foot, bend in the left knee, take your twist, right arm reaching up toward the ceiling. Straightening any amount into your right leg, whatever feels comfortable, and you might like to bump your hips a little to the left. Make a fist with your right hand, roll your wrist. And then release your right arm down, look down, eagle arms, right arm wraps under the left. Rise up with your breath. And then exhale, curl and round your spine, chin toward your chest. Inhale, lift the elbows. Exhale, dome your spine, round in. Big breath in, unwrap the arms, reach overhead, expand. Exhale, fold out over your legs. Inhale, take a halfway lift. Exhale and fold in. Inhale, rise to stand, sweep up. Exhale, press your hands to your heart center. Next sequence will flow slow and then we'll repeat one movement, one breath. Next breath in, chair pose, Utkatasan. On your exhale, fly your arms back and your torso forward. We'll just flow between the two. Chair pose on your inhale. Arms back, torso forward, exhale. Return to chair on your inhale. Transfer your weight into your right foot. Keep the arms up, just bend and lift your left knee and foot. Now as you exhale, warrior 3, fly your arms back, extend the left leg back. And pause here, 5 to 8 breaths. Try and keep all your limbs engaged without accumulating tension. So just try and breathe a calm breath. So you create a readiness and suppleness in your shape that allows you to adapt adjust and find your center. Transitioning into High Lunge now. Step the left foot back, land lightly, ease your way into the shape, arms overhead. Perhaps stagger your feet wider for more balance. You can explore a bend in the left knee if it helps you to feel taller, more comfortable. Then feel your whole shape, feet, legs, torso, your arms. So you have a blueprint to come back to when we flow. Coming into arrowhead on your out-breath, sweep the arms back, your torso forward. Take 3 to 5 breaths here. Maintaining an even quality to your breath so your body, your muscles can unclench. And you can hold here with a little bit more ease. Take a smooth breath in. And on your exhale, transition into Warrior 2. Pause here. Find your optimal stride. So aim to center your torso between your legs. Then just breathe and observe all the feedback from your body. You might feel your body making those slight adjustments, and that's your body just exercising its natural innate knowledge about how to stay balanced. Just by nurturing a steady breath, you allow your body to really exercise that wisdom. Moving into Temple Pose, turn toward the long edge of your mat, deep bend in the knees, torso upright, and interlace your hands into a knot at the center of your chest. You're going to keep the legs where they are. Turn the palms inside out, press your hands forward, invite your spine to round. And then on an inhale, send the arms overhead, straighten your legs, and transition into Triangle Pose on your right. Shift your pelvis back away from your right leg as you reach forward and down. Just check in, make sure your right toes point forward, they're not on a little angle. And as you linger here, finding a balance of strength in your back body, your posterior core supporting you. And then complementing that with a softness and ease in the quality of your breath. So you're more able to efficiently adjust and you support yourself. Noticing any places in your body where you could expend less effort, perhaps in your expression. Let's take one more calm breath. Exhale, left hand to the floor, little bend in the right knee. We'll travel slow through a Vinyasa. Greet your plank with a breath before you leave it. And then lower to your belly. Take a low Cobra, mild arch through the spine. And then travel back, downward facing dog. 3 to 5 deep breaths. Moving a little slower allows you to regain trust in your own instincts and your abilities. It trains us to mindfully find a deep, calm stability that allows us to respond uniquely in each moment. So as you practice this, you become more aware of your patterns of reaction. You're better able to respond more neutrally and in alignment with yourself. On your next breath in, looking forward. Exhale, stepping up, top of your mat. Open and fold with your breath. We'll go straight to chair pose. Inhale. On your exhale, arms back, torso forward. Again, inhale, chair. Exhale, fold halfway forward, arms fly back. Return to chair. Balance your weight into your left foot, raise and bend your right knee, preparing to balance. On your exhale, arms back. Warrior 3, extend your right leg back and hold. So if it feels more steady for you, fingertips to the floor or a block. Steady gaze and even breath. Stepping back to your high lunge. Arms up overhead or to your hips, wherever you feel most steady. And then come into arrowhead. Swim the arms back, torso forward. And know that your body will naturally self-organize here to create stability. You just need to allow it by listening to your own internal rhythm of breath, allowing that frequency and quality of your breath to inform your adjustments. Stay where you are, take a smooth breath in. On your exhale, Warrior Two, Windmill open. And pause, letting all the sensations you can feel create an impression here. Sense if you have a little bit more space to lunge a little deeper. Or you can breathe a slower breath. Moving into temple pose, turn toward the long edge of your mat, heels in, toes out. Bend your knees and interlace your hands into a knot. Keep the legs where they are. Turn the palms inside out. Press your hands forward. Invite your spine to round. And then on an inhale, arms overhead, straighten your legs. Transition into triangle pose on your left now. And as you savor this shape and release through the back of your legs, allow yourself to notice and feel all that arises without judging or trying to change. Shapes that ask for longer stays often bring up discomfort, restlessness, and urge to move. And it's often the case we're more comfortable in movement and distraction. But when we're quieter and still, we can really feel and practice accepting what comes up, whether it's pleasant or unpleasant. And over time, we're better equipped to meet life and all our experiences with more equanimity. On your out breath, right hand to the floor and travel slow through a vinyasa. No rush, nice unhurried breath. And we'll all meet up in downward facing dog. Taking 3 to 5 smooth breaths. Perhaps closing your eyes, just internalizing your awareness. And next round we'll flow, same sequence. One movement, one breath. Take rest whenever you need to. Making your way to the top of your mat. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, opening. Exhale and fold in. Next breath in, chair pose, Utkatasan. And on your exhale, arms back, torso forward. Chair on your inhale. Arms back, torso forward, exhale. Return to chair on your inhale. Weight into your right foot. Lift and bend the left knee. Glide into your Warrior Three. Arms back. Left leg back. Landing gracefully into your High Lunge. Arms go up high. Stay for your out breath. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, arrowhead. Arms back, torso forward. On your inhale, Windmill open, Warrior Two. Stay for your out breath, steady your shape. Flow into your temple pose, interlace your hands into a knot at the center of your chest. Keep the legs where they are, turn the palms inside out, press the hands forward, round the spine. Inhale, arms overhead, straighten your legs. Exhale, triangle pose to your right, just for a beat. Take one more calm breath. And exhale, flow, Vinyasa, or take rest. We'll all meet up in downward facing dog. And take a full cycle of breath in your downward facing dog. Then bend the knees, hop or step, top of the mat. Inhale, open. Exhale and fold. Second side, inhale, Utkatasan, chair. Exhale, arms back, lean forward. Again, breathe in. And breathe out, arms back. Return to chair on your in-breath. Balance on your left foot, raise the right foot. And then flow into your warrior three, airplane arms. Landing lightly, high lunge. Raise the arms. And on your out-breath, arrowhead. On your inhale, rise up, warrior two. Stay for your out-breath, ground your feet. Temple pose to your right, sit low, hands interlaced. Press the palms forward, round the spine. Inhale, arms overhead, straighten the legs. Exhale, triangle pose to your left. Reach out and down. Eyes down, hands down and flow. High to low push up. Upward dog or cobra, lifting from the back of your lungs. Downward facing dog. Rest and reset here. And if the shape doesn't feel like rest right now, just place your knees on the floor. Find a version of child's pose. Wherever you're at, just feed your body with your breath. A sigh or whatever you need to find your neutral, peaceful state. And if you're in a child's pose, making your way back into downward facing dog. On an inhale, shift forward to plank pose. A little bit of strength work coming up. Feel free to modify. I'm going to take right side Bashistasana, side plank. So to modify here, you can place the right knee on the floor. Option to stack your feet or place the left foot in front of the right for more stability. Take 3 more cycles of breath. Return to plank on your inhale and then exhale, left side Bashistasana. Expand and open through your chest, through the reach of your arms. Lift and rainbow the left side waist up, away from the mat. Take 1 more calm breath. Exhale, stay with me. Right side forearm plank. Right forearm parallel with the top edge of your mat, heels to the right. Left arm up. Just maintaining that connection to your breath to support you. Modify if it feels appropriate. And then come on over to the left. We're getting lower. Left forearm down, heels to the left, right arm up. We're nearly there. And then turn and face the floor, both forearms down, forearm plank. And here, really support your low back, hugging your abdominals in and up, filling out through the low back, legs strong, so you spread the effort. Stay on your forearms, lift the hips, walk your feet a little closer in toward your face, Dolphin Prep. Last 5 breaths, you've got this. Really push the floor away with your forearms so you create a little bit of buoyancy, levity, lightness. And then rest. Take your knees to the floor, make your way into a child's pose. So knees wide or narrow. You can press your palms, perhaps take your hands to the nape of your neck to release your shoulders, or simply rest, arms alongside your folded legs. Just letting go of all your effort across your shoulders, your upper body, softening and releasing. And then gently lifting your torso, we'll come back to where we started kneeling. Let's take a nice smooth breath in and out. And making your way into Camel Pose now. And know that any variations are welcome here. Full Camel is a strong pose, but its modifications can be just as expansive and feel more supportive. I like to take a modified version. So you can lift the hips above your knees. You can tuck your toes to modify, or feet flat if that feels best. Do take your hands to the small of your back and use your hands to feel and spread the skin of your low back. Then breathing in, lift your sternum, merge your shoulder blades, and take the next few breaths to carefully arch your spine. So hands can remain at your low back for support, or you can take your hands down to your heels. You might like to drop your gaze back. Just try to avoid any over effort here. So your breath's your best guide for letting you know if you've gone too far. If your breath gets really choppy, just ease off. And then chin toward your chest, slowly release. Take a moment to pause, sit on your heels, hands in your lap. And then one more round here, lifting up, high kneeling, hands to the small of your back. And let your breath support you here. So trying not to be too rigid in your shape and just only going as far as your breath is deep. And then we'll all meet up, kneeling, hands to lap, eyes soft. Breathe a slow breath in and out. And from here, we'll make our way back to downward facing dog to transition. Take a nice long stride and feel the length and freedom of your spine. And we'll begin our cool down to down regulate the nervous system. We'll just take our knees to the floor now. We'll come into a tabletop, and you may wish to have a blanket handy on the right side of your mat for support. We're going to make our way into Pigeon Pose on our right. So taking your right knee to the back of your right hand, crossing your shin in front of you. So just stay on your hands and upright for the moment. Tuck your left toes and gently ease the left foot back behind you. So option to prop your blanket under your right buttocks if you'd like a little bit more support and stability. Then staying upright, isometrically hug your right thigh bone back, your left sit bone forward, and really try and stabilize your lower body here. Option now to take your hands interlaced behind the back if that's accessible, or just fingertips can graze the floor by your sides. As you breathe in, lift your chest. We're just going to wave a couple of times. On your exhale, melt forward any amount toward the floor. Inhale, lift your torso. Exhale and fold halfway forward. Once more lift on your inhale. Exhale, this time fold and release. Your hands or forearms or arms extended in your version of Pigeon Pose. Take 6 slow, quiet breaths. Gently ease your way back up. Press back through downward facing dog to transition. Just let the back of your right knee breathe and stretch. And then take the knees to the floor for the opposite side. So cross your left shin in front of you, propping the blanket under your buttocks if it was helpful. And then tuck your right toes and ease your right toes back. So keep the toes tucked. Staying upright, concentrate on scissoring your legs toward one another so there's a real active engagement and stability in your lower body. Then take your hands interlaced or fingertips by your side. Take a few waves through your spine as we did on the right, and just move with your breath here. Makes it a little bit stronger when it's hands-free on your hips. So support yourself if you need that extra support, particularly if you're tighter in the hips. And when you're ready, resting forward any amount, you can stay a little bit more upright if that's more comfortable. Wherever you're at, 6, slow, calm breath. And then walking your hands back, removing the blanket if you had one there, sitting down on your left buttocks. Sweep your right leg around to the front, step the right foot to the outside or inside of your left knee there, setting up for a twist. Take your right fingertips behind you. Breathe your left arm up overhead and exhale, twist to your right. 3 breaths. And then release, looking forward. Switch your legs, left leg over, right leg under. And that right leg could be straight if it feels more spacious for you. Left fingertips behind, right arm up toward the ceiling. Exhale and twist to your left. Eyes forward, release, unravel, final forward fold before Shavasana. Coming into Pashimotanasana. Extending both legs out straight in front of you, perhaps a mild bend in the knees there or a blanket under your sit bones or both. And just when you're ready, breathe your arms overhead. Think about lifting your tailbone up and back. Exhale, forward fold, inviting the front of your pelvis down and forward. Give yourself the next 3 breaths to ease your way into your shape. And gently releasing. So grab any additional layers or props you may wish now to take the next few minutes to rest in Shavasana. Laying yourself down, your arms by your side, palms up. Let your feet fall wide, your heels heavy. Wriggle out any restlessness from your body. And allow yourself to release any lingering effort. And just for the next few minutes, giving your undivided attention to your present moment experience with an openness, curiosity, and some willingness to be with what is. Starting with your breath, inviting it to take its natural course now. And let it be your home base, undisturbed and steady. And as you observe your breath, you really have a window into the state of your mind. Everything you need to know about your internal landscape is embedded in your breath. Each emotion, thought, craving, reaction, it's truly embodied. And so many of these thoughts and cravings and preferences are unconscious. And so when there are so many unconscious thoughts, and when we remain unaware of them, we really lack the ability to change our reaction patterns. So just noticing now, checking in, what's happening in your experience right now. Are there thoughts, physical sensations? Just simply noticing. And observing that you are not your thoughts. You're not your mind, or your feelings, or your physical sensations. Can you tap into that capacity to be the observer behind all of that? Just observing it all. Simply sitting with whatever arises. And as you feel and notice your own experience here, just know that you're creating a deeper connection with yourself. In the process of accepting your fluctuating thoughts, being with them, more aware of them, you're more likely to be more sensitive to your needs and those around you. You're really training your inner responses to be more neutral and accepting. The more you practice, the less your outer experiences will throw you off. So our own inner equanimity is fueled and it's replenished every time you mindfully practice this presence. And when you're ready now, just letting go, coming back to your home base, your breath. And then just slowly, slowly dragging your awareness back. Opening your senses, just maybe hearing the sounds in your environment, feeling the air on your skin. Breathing a deeper breath in, stretch and wriggle. And then bending your knees, feet to the floor, turning out to your right. And gently blink the eyes open and ease your way back up to sit. Thank you so much for joining me. Wishing you calm and composure for the rest of your day. Namaste.